Welcome inside the Crosby Palace for an NVL Brass Division matchup between the Crosby Bulldogs and the Holy Cross Crusaders. I'm Tom Felice, and I'll be with you as we get to see a great matchup of Waterbury teams. The Bulldogs come into this game at 3-3, and the Crusaders come in at 5-1. We now pause for the Star-Spangled Banner. The teams head back to their benches, and we'll go through the starting lineup. First, for the visiting Crusaders, they are led by a junior, Akili Evans. Leads the team with 14 points scored per game. He's joined by Jack Green, a senior who's second on the team in scoring. Another senior, Kyle Moser, is in the starting lineup. He's been in double digits 3 times in the first 6 games this year. He's coming off an 8-point performance in the win against Wilby last Friday. Another senior in the lineup is Gailey Etienne. He's coming off a season-high 9 points. And rounding out the starting lineup is Kyle Lombardi. Lombardi, the lone sophomore in the starting lineup for the Crusaders. Holy Cross led by Ryan Olson. In his 3rd season, Olson has a career record of 44-13. On the other side, the Crosby Bulldogs playing shorthanded tonight. No Ramel Reed, no Marquise Days. In the backcourt, we'll see Tyler Spears, the 6'1" senior guard. Averages over 3 steals per game. He's joined by Justin Davis, the 5'10" junior, scoring almost 15 points per game. Another guard for the Bulldogs is Jordan Santos, the 5'10" senior. They're joined with a front court of Kerwin Prince, the team's leading scorer at over 21 points. He averages over 9 rebounds a game as well. And the starting lineup rounds out with Andre Pierre, a 6'4" sophomore center, getting the start today with Days and Reed out. Should mention Alex Ward out of the game today for Holy Cross. So both teams playing a little short-handed. Mentioned Ryan Olson, the Holy Cross head coach. The Crosby coach is a familiar face, Nick Augelli. He's in his 40th season on the bench. He has 678 career wins. That is second most in state history. And amazingly enough, he has exactly 200 wins behind Vito Montelli, the former coach of St. Joe's in Trumbull. Crosby in white. Holy Cross in green. And we're ready to go as both teams look to get things moving in the brass division. And it's Holy Cross to start off with the ball. And that's Gailey Etienne running the point. Holy Cross has won 4 straight games as Jack Green takes the jumper, can't hit. Tip is too strong. It will stay with Holy Cross. Crosby has lost 3 of their past 4 games, including to Sacred Heart last Friday. They lost by 28 to the Hearts. Justin Davis with the steal. Left-hand layup won't go. Another chance long 2, no good. The putback from Pierre won't fall. It's kept alive. Etienne comes away with it. Up court for Evans. No basket, offensive foul. Tyler Spears draws the charge. And Evans commits the game's first foul. 45 seconds in, both teams have had chances at the rim but have not been able to connect. Here's Prince, loses it. Pierre picks it up. Can't bank it home. Green grabs the rebound for Holy Cross. Jack Green all the way to the hoop. And he's called for steps. Green went up. There was some contact, ruled fair. And it goes over to the Bulldogs. Davis quickly up court. There's Santos. Spears from the right wing. Rebound tipped, and it's Kyle Lombardi up with it. Evans for 3. Too strong. Santos there for the Bulldogs. Here's Justin Davis. Green the other way for Holy Cross. Both these teams score plenty of points. Crosby averages almost 80 points per game, and they've given up almost 75 per game. Not been a lot of slow-paced ones with the Bulldogs. Green with the behind-the-back pass. No one there. And it goes over to the Bulldogs. And the officials get together. There was a deflection, and it will stay with Holy Cross. Evans keying the inbound, finds Green, and he travels. Holy Cross averages just over 69 points per game. They're coming off an 85-point performance against Wilby. Here's Prince with the pump fake, and Kerwin Prince scores the game's first 2 points. 2 minutes in. Really slow start scoring. Last time out, Holy Cross was up 19-4 at the end of the first quarter. That was the game against Wilby. Green into the corner. Etienne. Way too strong. Pierre there for the Bull. Davis pushes it into the forecourt. Prince in the corner. Drives. Kerwin Prince through contact for his second hoop of the day. He has all 4 of the game's points with 5:10 remaining in the first period. Crosby was down 26-8 at the end of the first quarter against Sacred Heart. So certainly different games last time out for these two teams as Spears drops it off. Prince with a tough right-handed layup. 6 points now for Prince. Arthur Pappas checks into the game. And it's Jack Green off to the bench for Holy Cross. Green right away retying his right shoe. Evans into the corner for Moser. Too strong the tip. Evans was there. They'll credit Evans with that hoop. First points of the game for Holy Cross. 6-2 Crosby. 4:20 to go first quarter. Spears. Price of the offensive board spins. It's tipped out of his hand. Price there again. He has all 8 Crosby points. Long pass ahead. Evans blocked. That was Spears there with the rejection. Prince. Davis drives baseline. Justin Davis can't get it to go. Prince with another offensive rebound and the putback. Prince with 10. Crosby 10. Holy Cross 2, just past the halfway point in the first quarter. An outstanding display from Kerwin Price, attacking the offensive glass, scoring on a putback. As Crosby has jumped out to an early 8-point lead. Prince almost halfway to his season average of 21 points per game in the first 4 minutes. Crosby coming into this game with a record of 3-3. First loss was against East Hartford. That game on December 20th. East Hartford, one of the best teams in the CCC. They then lost to Waterbury Career Academy just after Christmas. It was a 20-point win for WCA. That one was a bit of a surprise. And then last time out, Sacred Heart, the #1 team in the state, took down Crosby. Long three from Kyle Lombardi. First triple of the day. The lead now 10-5 for Crosby. There's a three from Santos. No. Prince there for the putback. Kerwin Prince has all 12 Crosby points. They're ahead 12-5. 3:15 remaining in the first period. Etienne goes to Lombardi. Lombardi just hit that three. A mismatch against Pierre as Pappas hits a three. Arthur Pappas, who averages under 5 points per game, makes it 12-8, just over 5 minutes in. Davis for a three. Can't connect. Prince got a piece of it, and he got a piece of it again on the pass. It stays with Holy Cross. The Crusaders hitting back-to-back threes. Crosby still looking for their first connection from downtown. Etienne. There's Lombardi again, short. Prince there picking up the rebounds. Prince, foul line jumper. Comes up short, but Prince was hit on the arm, and he'll go to the free throw line. Foul is on Lombardi. That's his first. Second on the team. Prince, a 76% free throw shooter on the season. Rattles the first one home.
Cross substitution number 11, Brown. Introducing Crosby. Number 30, Gina National.
Quan Brown in for Holy Cross for the first time. Gina Nasta on the floor for Crosby as Price hits both free throws. The lead back to 6 at 14-8. 2:15 remaining first period. Etienne. There's Brown in the corner. Now Evans.
Offensive foul. Number 2.
Evans called for an offensive foul, and that's 2 fouls on Evans. He heads right to the bench as Javon Myrtle comes in. Myrtle, a sophomore, coming off a season-high 12 points in the blowout win of Wilby last time. Davis. As Holy Cross lines up in a zone. Spears. Santos in the corner. Davis. Prince at the baseline. Stripped. Etienne comes away with it. Pappas for three. Off back iron. Prince with another rebound. He might end up with a double-double in the first quarter. And Prince scores and one. Kerwin Prince has 16 points. Crosby has 16 points with 1:30 to go in the period. Kyle Moser called for the foul. One free throw upcoming for Prince, and it falls. So Kerwin, Prince, and Crosby both have 17 points with 1:25 to go in the first quarter. It's a 17-8 lead. Pass tipped. Prince leaves it for his teammate. Spears couldn't connect. Here's Davis. Santos, head of the key. And Jordan Santos connects on a three, the first non-Prince to score for Crosby. The lead 12 with 45 seconds to go in the period as Spears throws it down. 10 straight points for Crosby. Free throw line jumper, too strong. Lombardi couldn't connect. Under 30 seconds to go in the period. Another chance for Santos. Weak side rebound. Anasta to the baseline. Spears too strong. He gets his own board. And a foul called underneath. It's on Jack Green. His first, team's fifth. Crosby has not been called for a team foul with 14 seconds to go in the period. Santos. Davis, 4-3. Justin Davis, his first points of the period. A half-court try is blocked. And after one, Crosby with a big lead as they close on a 13-0 run. We head to the second period. Crosby 25, Holy Cross 8. Holy Cross looking for answers after a 13-0 Crosby run to end the first quarter. Put the Bulldogs ahead 25-8 at the beginning of the second period. Good defense as a start as a steal gets to Myrtle in the corner, and Javon Myrtle hits a three for Holy Cross. Kerwin Prince. Santos in the corner. No good, but Myrtle called for a foul, and it'll be 3 free throws coming here for Santos. That is now 6 team fouls against Holy Cross. Santos with 3 free throws coming here is 3 of 4 at the line on the season. Santos, a 5'10" senior guard. Has one more free throw coming up here. Santos hits 2 of 3 and promptly checks out as Jonathan Rivera, the freshman, on the court for the first time today. 16-point Crosby lead at 27-11, 30 seconds into the second period. Pappas loses it. Spears with it the other way. Spears into the lane, can't hit. The rebound tipped. And it's Holy Cross ball and a travel called on Quaran Brown. Brown turns it over. Kyle Moser back in as Arthur Pappas heads to the bench. Pappas with 3 of the 11 Holy Cross points. Davis looks against the zone. Prince for 3. Kerwin Prince now has 20 points. 20 of the 30 for Crosby as Etienne draws the foul. Prince doing it on the offensive glass with some post moves, and he showed his range on that 3. The foul called on Rivera, that is his first and the team's first, as Etienne's first free throw is good. First time at the line today for Holy Cross. One more shot coming here for Etienne. And he hits them both. Sam Henderlight checks in for Etienne. First time we've seen Henderlight today. A 17-point lead, 30-13. 6:45 to go until halftime. Prince with another offensive rebound. Can't hit. Pierre gets a piece. Spears, cross-court pass, and it's Jonathan Rivera from downtown. The lead now stretched to 20. This is the largest the lead has been today, as Crosby is blitzing the Holy Cross Crusaders. Big part of it is the offensive rebounds. That was a second chance hoop. Davis with the steal. Justin Davis the other way for 2. Timeout, Ryan Olson and Holy Cross.
60-second timeout.
Make this a full timeout as the lead is ballooned to 35-13. Kerwin Prince scored the first 17 points of the game for Crosby, and he's added a 3 here in the second quarter. Now with 6:07 to go until halftime, it's 35-13 Crosby on top of Holy Cross. Crosby doing a good job at the free throw line. They're 5 of 6. Grabbing offensive rebounds, grabbing defensive rebounds, not letting Holy Cross have second chance opportunities. And it's been tough going for the Crusaders. Holy Cross had back-to-back threes late in the first quarter, but after that, the offense has been pretty well silenced by Crosby, which surely has something to prove coming off a big loss to rival Sacred Heart. In the lane, that's Lombardi, and he'll head to the free throw line. Foul is on Pierre. That is his first and the team's second. Mentioned Sacred Heart. That's the next opponent on the schedule for Holy Cross. Of course, they met in the NVL championship game last year. Battle that came down to the wire. Lombardi makes the first free throw. One more coming here for the sophomore. Lombardi can only convert the first one. It's 35-14 as Prince goes the other way. And he'll head to the free throw line. Just over 2 minutes gone by in the second quarter. Foul is on Jack Green, so he checked back in and quickly picked up his second foul. Prince will be shooting 2. He's 3 of 3 so far today at the stripe. And Prince eases the first one home. And Prince hits them both. He's now a perfect 5 of 5 at the free throw line. Long three, no good. Prince grabs the rebound. And Kerwin Prince wants to do this himself. Pulls it back to Rivera, the freshman. Gets it to Davis. And the foul called on the floor. It's Sam Henderlight, his first foul on the team's 8th. This should be 1-1 as they lined up for an out-of-bounds play, but the scorer's table makes sure everyone is on the same page as Justin Davis steps to the line for the first time today. Davis 5 of 6 from the stripe on the season. And he misses the front end. Prince gets a piece of it. And Kerwin Prince goes to the hoop and lays it in for 2. Prince using the Euro step. He now has 22 points and there's still 5 minutes to go in the first half. Second chance, the putback there for Green. His first points of the day, and he'll head to the line to try to make it a 3-point play. As Tyler Spears is in some pain. He dove for that loose ball. You saw him shaking out his elbow there, lined up along the lane. Looked like his arm might have gotten pinned underneath an opponent as he went for the loose ball. Green, the second leading scorer on the team. Too strong on the free throw. And it's Crosby the other way. Here's Prince. Three-pointer, Jordan Santos. His second three, he has 8 points. And Crosby leads 42-16 with 4:40 left in the first half. Lombardi into the corner. 3-2 strong from Andre Stevenson. Stevenson again, and this time he's able to draw a foul as Gina Nesta hit Stevenson. Stevenson stepping to the line. He's coming off a season-high 8 points. And the 48-point win over Wilby. Well done by Stevenson. He hits both his free throws and heads to the bench as Akili Evans comes back in. 24-point Crosby lead. 4:20 remaining in the first half. Davis all the way to the rim, can't get it to fall. Spears with the steal, And an easy 2 for Gene Anasta. Too strong on that one. Davis comes out with the ball. Spears for 3. No good. A foul called underneath. And if that's on Jack Green, that's 3. On the loose ball foul. It is on Green, so that's 3 fouls for him. Moser and Etienne check back in as Green heads to the bench with 3 fouls. Here's Kerwin Prince at the line for the 1-1. He's a perfect 5 of 5 at the stripe tonight. He has 24 points, but misses the free throw. Etienne from the corner for 3. Bailey Etienne with his first field goal. 44-21 Crosby. 3:30 remaining in the first half. Prince drives baseline on Moser. Prince draws a foul. Lombardi called for the foul. That is his second. Now 10 team fouls. So it's 2 shots the rest of the way for the Bulldogs as Prince steps to the line. And Kerwin Prince hits the front end. Both free throws for Prince. He now has 26 of the 46 Crosby points, and he heads to the bench. He's done plenty in the first half. There's still 3:15 to go in the period. That's a 25-point Bulldog lead. Lombardi baseline, and he's called for an offensive foul. Anasta drawing the charge. 3 fouls now on Lombardi, so Lombardi has 3, Green has 3, Evans has 2. There's foul trouble to go with scoreboard trouble for Holy Cross. Spears. And an offensive foul called. It looked like Anasta was trying to create some space. Now they get Davis. First foul on Davis. Check that, 2 fouls now on Davis. So Davis heads to the bench. Jonathan Rivera back in. Brown drives baseline. Etienne. There's Pappas. Strong pass to the corner. Brown too strong, and Spears tips the rebound out of bounds. It'll stay with Holy Cross. Evans with a deep 3, and Keely Evans hits from downtown for the first time. Still a 22-point lead as Prince gets his own rebounds. Can't hit the putback, but he is fouled and will head to the free throw line. Prince is 7 of 8 at the stripe today. Kyle Moser committed the foul. That's 2 now on Moser. Prince hits the first free throw. Prince unable to hit on the second. He has 27 points, though, with 2 minutes to go in the first half. Not a bad night for Kerwin Prince. His season high is 33. That came in the season opener against Woodland. Evans hits. He has 5 straight points. Anasta unable to reel in the high pass. The ball goes over to Holy Cross. Three ball, no good from Brown. And Rivera brings it up. Now to Spears for a three. Tyler Spears has 5 points. Crosby now at 50. It's 50-26. Minute 22 remaining first half as Myrtle goes to the free throw line. Spears commits the foul. Myrtle gets the first one to roll home. Myrtle to the line for his second free throw, and he hits that as well. Myrtle hits them both. Holy Cross has been very good from the free throw line. The only problem is they haven't gotten there enough. They're down by 22 at the end of the first half. Prince spinning in the lane with his own rebound. Prince puts it back up and in. There's been no answer for Kerwin Prince. 29 points. Evans no good from the corner. Prince with another rebound. He's surely in double digits. And a reach-in called here. They'll get Etienne for the foul. That's his first.
Two shots.
Jonathan Rivera stepping up for 2 free throws. He's a perfect 2 of 2 on the season and misses that one. Lefty misses the second one, ends up with his own rebound, and it's Prince in the lane. And Prince is hit. He'll head to the free throw line for 2 more shots. Foul is on Coron Brown. That's his first. Prince is 8 of 10 today from the line, and he makes the first one. And Prince appears to be bleeding from the mouth. So he made the first free throw. And now he's going to come out and be treated for the blood before the second free throw. That is an oddity, to say the least. Justin Davis will shoot the 1 free throw here. And Davis hits. And he immediately comes out of the game. Good coaching by Nick Augelli to get a strong free throw shooter in there. And with Davis having 2 fouls, he takes him immediately back out of the game. 54-28 Crosby. 35 seconds left in the first half. It's been all Bulldogs. He scored the game's first 6 points. They led by 17 after a 1. Etienne comes up short on an acrobatic attempt. Keely Evans with the steal. Evans able to draw the foul. Spears was trying to draw a charge. He did not get into position in time. That puts Evans on the line for 2. First time we've seen Evans at the stripe today. Evans has 8 points to lead Holy Cross. Evans misses the first, as Justin Davis checks back in with just 18 seconds to go in the half. Crosby thinking about the last shot. Evans misses them both. Davis with 12 seconds. Gets a screen, and it's an offensive foul called on Andre Pierre. He was a little too emphatic in setting the screen. That's 2 fouls now on Pierre. It's 18 fouls, but it's not free throws here. Crosby has 6 players on the court. They adjust that accordingly. Holy Cross gets it into Evans. He loses it. It stays with Holy Cross. 4 seconds left in the first half. Jordan Santos checks in for Justin Davis. I think that's what Crosby wanted initially, but it was Santos who hopped off the floor, and they had 6. Evans with the 3, short, but Evans is fouled, and they'll head to the line for 3 free throws. Alex Batista called for the foul. We saw Jordan Santos of Crosby hit 2 of 3 when he was fouled on a 3-point attempt. Evans misses the first. He's now 0 of 3 from the stripe tonight. One more coming for Evans. And Evan hits 2 of 3. Crosby gets the ball in. A half-court heave hits the ceiling. And we go to halftime with Crosby ahead, 54-30. Domination from the Bulldogs against Holy Cross. Step aside and come back for the second half from the Crosby Palace. Kerman Price with 31 points to lead Crosby to a 54-30 halftime lead. I'm Tom Felice of the Crosby Palace as we start the second half of this NVL brass matchup with an offensive foul called against Akili Evans of Holy Cross. For Evans, that is his third foul. And the turnover gives it to Crosby. Karan Brown checks in as Evans heads to the bench. A 24-point halftime lead for Crosby. They led by 17 after the first period. Here's Prince. Prince with two more. 33 now for Kerwin Prince. 56-30. Crosby leads Holy Cross 30 seconds into the second half. Kyle Lombardi to Etienne. Etienne with an acrobatic layup. Gailey Etienne now has 7. And the official has just given a warning to the Holy Cross bench. Ryan Olson, the head coach for Holy Cross, is the nephew of Crosby head coach Nick Augelli, and they say that Ryan is a bit more relaxed on the bench than his uncle Augelli, but it's Holy Cross getting the warning as Etienne puts it up, can't hit. Lombardi with the putback. Four straight points for Holy Cross. Davis into the lane. Ball is loose. Prince there. Can't get it. Moser grabs the rebound. Lombardi pushes. And it's an easy 2 for Karan Brown. First points of the day for Brown. 6-0 Holy Cross run. Gets the Crusaders within 20. And another Crosby turnover as Jordan Santos stepped on the baseline. Minute and a half into the second half. And it's Holy Cross coming out of halftime strong as they try to get back in this one. Holy Cross a 5-1 record. Holy Cross in Division I for the state tournament, so they're guaranteed of making the state tournament, but you'd like to get at least one home game if you can, and seeding will be based on record. Moser in the corner. He slips. Brown for 3. Karan Brown with 5 second half points. And that is 9 straight for Holy Cross as Spears fouled as he drove to the hoop. Foul is on Brown. That is his second. Tyler Spears at the free throw line for the first time tonight. Spears 10 of 14 on the season. And he misses the first. Spears hits the second. He now has 6 points. And that stops the 9-0 run. Spears driving to the hoop and banks it home. Spears with the field goal. The Crosby lead back to 20. 5:40 to play, third quarter. Lombardi. Etienne for 3. That one short, tipped around. Lombardi corrals it in the corner. Etienne, pass tipped underneath. It'll stay with Holy Cross. Turnaround doesn't fall. as Jack Green tried to establish in the paint. Possession stays with Holy Cross. Lombardi for three. Off back iron. Prince tips the rebound to himself. Kerwin Prince. Prince in the paint. Prince scores, and the foul. Now 35 points for Prince. Fouls on Brown. That's 3 now on Karan Brown. Prince gets the free throw to go. 36 points for Kerwin Prince. It's a season high for the senior. Moser up top, Lombardi. Blocked, and Crosby picks it up. Great play, Jonathan Rivera. Here's Prince, and that's a travel. The question was a travel or an offensive foul. It goes over to Holy Cross, 62-39 Crosby. Just over 3 minutes gone by, second half. Brown, and that one is rejected. Spears spiked it right off the referee. Inbounds pass tip. Prince comes away with it. Prince driving through contact. Kerwin Prince for 2 more. 38 points now for Prince. Easy 2 for Jack Green, his first points of the second half. As Etienne goes diving into the bench. He hit a chair that has not been replaced along the bench. It's still way out in left field, as you can see it beyond the bench. Ball stays with Crosby. And a alley-oop. Prince can't connect. Pierre with his first hoop. 25-point Crosby lead once again. 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Spears for 3. Off back iron. Green rips the rebound away. Foul is called on Prince. That is his first team foul of the second half. Keely Evans walking it up. Evans had 9 points in the first half to lead Holy Cross. Evans in trouble. Gets out of it. Keely Evans with the slam. Keely Evans, great individual performance there to get out of trouble and send it home. This ball tipped and deflected again. Timeout, Crosby. Nick Angeli did not like the offensive set. He'll take a 30-second timeout. 4.5 minutes into the second half. Crosby leads 66-43. Holy Cross had a 9-0 run near the start of the period. But Crosby's been able to answer, and the lead is back to 23 points. Here's Davis to Prince. Prince drives baseline, blocked from behind. Jack Green got a piece of it. Myrtle in the corner. Evans drives baseline. Akili Evans on the reverse, can't get it to go. Santos with the rebound. Prince at the top of the key. 3 minutes left, third period. 23-point Crosby lead. Into the paint, drop it off for Pierre. Andre Pierre has 4 points all here in the third quarter. Long three, Evans. Second triple of the day for Akili Evans. He now has 15 points. Three for Spears, in and out. 20-point Crosby lead with 2:25 to go in the third period. Green hits the basket and draws the foul. Foul's on Jordan Santos. That's his first. So Green for one free throw. Missed the chance for a three-point play in the first half. Hits it this time. Green now has 7. And Holy Cross is within 20, the closest they've been in the second half, as Pierre changes that very quickly with an easy lay-in. Evans into the paint, runs out of room, finds Moser in the corner. Kyle Moser, his first hoop of the day. Holy Cross getting the better of Crosby here in the third period, but it's a 24-point halftime cushion for the Bulldogs. So they are not very concerned as the clock ticks under. 1:40 to play in the third. Long three from Davis. It's short, might have been tipped. Prince with 38 points. Prince now has 40 with the slam. Evans, Moser in the corner again. Off back iron. Green with the rebound for Holy Cross. And the Crusaders look to reset with 1:05 to play in the third. Green, top of the key, Lombardi. That's short. Spears hauls in the rebound. Davis, too strong. Ball is loose. Spears behind the back to Davis. No. And it's out of bounds. It goes to Holy Cross. Etienne, Pappas, and Brown check in for Holy Cross. Now 38 seconds to go in the period. Holy Cross down by 20. They'll look to cut into the lead here at the end of the frame. Evans. Keely Evans for 2. 7 points in the period. 16 overall for Evans. Pierre loses it. Brown for 3, no. Rebound tip to Rivera. 8 seconds for Crosby. Here's Pierre. Pulls the jumper. No. And the rebound for Holy Cross. A good period for the Crusaders. They score 24 points, but they still trail by 18. It's 72-54 Crosby heading to the fourth quarter. Tom Felice here at the Crosby Palace. Start of the fourth quarter. Crosby 72, Holy Cross 54. Game number 7 of the year for both teams. Crosby looking to move above 500 on the back of Kerwin Prince, who has 40 points. That shot is rejected for Prince, but it stays with the Bulldogs. Crosby came into today 4th in the brass division of the NVL. As that three is no good, the rebound tipped, and Prince able to knock it off of Karan Brown and keep it for the Bulldogs. Holy Cross was 2nd in the division, 5-1 record on the season for Holy Cross. Deep pass to Santos. Spears. Tyler Spears with a lefty layup. Spears in the double digits. He now has 10. The lead back to 20. That's 74-54. 40 seconds into the fourth quarter. Evans too strong. Prince with a rebound. Up ahead, and it's Jordan Santos. He's in the double digits. He now has 10. Myrtle. Brown for 3. Off the side of the rim. Spears grabbed the rebound. Santos. Prince drives the lane. The floater for Prince. He now has 42 points, and the lead is 24. Myrtle was fouled on his way to the hoop. Foul was on Santos. That is his second. And Myrtle was in the act of shooting, so he'll get 2 free throws. First free throws of the second half for Holy Cross. Myrtle hit 2 free throws in the first half. Unsuccessful there. Myrtle misses them both. Strong offensive rebound for Arthur Pappas. And Myrtle scores the hoop. Myrtle with 7 points. Prince guarded by Pappas. Prince spins with the left hand. Kerwin Prince. Prince now with 44 points. Crosby leading Holy Cross 80-56 with 6 minutes to go. Evans loses the handle. Up ahead, Spears with the finish. Long pass, here's Brown. Brown with an easy 2. Spears in the lane again. This one short. That was last touched by Kerwin Prince. Ball goes to Holy Cross. And changes on the Holy Cross side as Crosby calls timeout. Coach Argelli calling timeout with his team ahead 82-58. 5:31 remaining in the fourth period. Barring a meltdown, Coach Nick Argelli will have his 679th career victory here tonight. 40 seasons for Argelli. Mentioned earlier that his nephew, Ryan Olson, is the head coach of Holy Cross. Olson replaced Ed Generali. Generali 6th in state history for coaching wins in boys basketball. Plenty of battles between these teams. They were between Argelli and Generali, and now it continues with Ryan Olson leading Holy Cross. Olson, a graduate of Holy Cross, but with his uncle, Jelly, the Crosby coach, Olson spent a lot of time around the Crosby team. He even served as a ball boy. Olson, a member of the 1995 state title winning team for Holy Cross. Jack Green with it for the Crusaders. And Green travels. He went up and down. He did not get rid of the ball before he touched the floor. It goes over to Crosby. Bulldogs still have the starting lineup in with 5 minutes to go and a 24-point lead. Prince is fouled. Foul on Brown. That's 4 fouls on Brown. Just the 4th team foul. It'll be a baseline out of bounds for Crosby. Davis to Spears. Spears can't dunk it this time. Etienne the other way. Gailey Etienne has 9 points. Crosby turns it over. Goes back to Holy Cross. They can't make anything happen with it. Here's Justin Davis. Prince has it tipped away. Prince gets it back in the backcourt. Prince driving the lane. Kerwin Prince, 46 points for the senior as Spears grabs it for Crosby. 4:30 to go. 84-60 the Bulldogs lead. And Evans puts it in. Evans now has 18 points. He leads the way for Holy Cross, but the Crusaders trail by 22. Prince from the baseline. Kerwin Prince now has 48 points. He scored the first 17 Crosby points, and he's kept it going ever since. Prince with it. Finds Santos in the corner. Spears cutting the hoop. And now Davis. Here's Prince for 3. Bounces off. The rebound there. Spears, no. Loose ball. Prince with it. And Holy Cross the other way. Watches Evans puts it in. Evans with 20 points. Spears finds Santos. That's too strong. 3:05 remaining. Crosby up by 22, make it 20 as Etienne heads to the free throw line to try to make this a 3-point play. One shot coming for Etienne. He misses. Prince grabs the rebound. He might have 48 points, but Prince has plenty of rebounds tonight as well. Prince is fouled. It's on the floor. It will be Crosby possession as Javon Murthel checks back in, and now we see Corey Fapiano and Jack Schiavone coming into the game. And also Will Green. So both teams emptying the benches. Jose Suarez out there for the first time for Crosby. Jay Shaw Luberis on court for the first time today as well. Both teams calling off the dogs with 2:40 remaining and a 20-point Crosby lead. Here's Will Green. As Will Green scores 2. Tipped out. Schiavone with the rebound. Chance for some good varsity experience for some of the guys down the benches. Myrtle comes up short for 3. Lubris with the rebound. Coach Argelli calling for Crosby to back it out. He wanted to make sure everyone was set up in the correct position before initiating the offense. Alex Batista. Rivera told to run it again. The freshman goes to Pete Brito. Brito leaves it. Lubras and the steal. Schiavone gets the lay-in. .119 left. Crosby up 86-70. They led by 24 points at halftime. Holy Cross is chipped away in the second half, but they were never able to get within striking distance. Rivera for 3. Off back iron. Loose ball rebound. Picked up by Corey Fapiano. Strong rebound from Pete Brito. Rivera with 50 seconds. Drives baseline. That's tipped. Fapiano with the steal. And Fapiano loses it out of bounds. He was expecting a foul call. 44 seconds left. Crosby leads by 16. Batista. Suarez. He loses it. Gets his handle back again. Jose Suarez has it taken away on a scrum. Fapiano battling for the jump ball. The alternate possession gives it to Holy Cross with 13 seconds to go. Will Green driving all the way, drops it off for Myrtle. His shot is rejected. Schiavone rejected. 3 seconds now. Myrtle drives baseline, does not get the shot off. And this one ends with Crosby beating Holy Cross 86-70. The story of this game is Kerwin Prince, 48 points for the senior to lead Crosby. Akili Evans ended up with 20 points for Holy Cross, but it's not enough as the Crusaders drop to 5-2 on the season. Crosby improves to 4-3. Thank you so much for being with us. For Dave Therault and all of DET Sports Media, I'm Tom Felice. Enjoy the rest of your night.